In Parish now, where hundreds gathered to remember a SUNO student murdered last week. Devon Leggett was on the path to success when he became a victim of violence. As anchor Latanya Norton reports, even in death, he accomplished his goal.
At Marine Baptist Church in Jefferson Saturday, hundreds attended the funeral and graduation of sorts of 21-year-old Devon Leggett, a fourth-year student at Southern University, New Orleans, found murdered last week outside a Terrytown apartment complex.
I knew he was loved. I knew a lot of people loved him. So I kind of figured it was going to be a big turnout after I saw the visual.
Wednesday, more than 100 students from SUNO and other campuses took part in a candlelight memorial. Leggett, an aspiring teacher majoring in child development and family studies, was shot multiple times. His family says the results of an armed robbery gone bad.
He was so humble and so positive at the same time. He transmitted it to other people.
In 2012, Leggett was among the first to join the Honore Center program at SUNO, an undergraduate achievement initiative to help African-American males achieve their goals. He left the program in 2014, but never stopped coming for guidance and encouragement.
He was motivated to do what he needed to do, to work hard and be committed to his studies.
Retired General Russell Honore says Leggett attended college when many thought he couldn't and cared for others. This past summer, he worked in a program to help youth.
And I think he found himself, and I think the Lord needed Devon more than we needed him, and he called him home.
The odds of this young man going to college were slim to none. So for God to allow him to go to college and let this happen, something positive have to come out of this story.
Wait a minute now, after 3 years, Devon is at least legally entitled to his associate's degree.
Having earned a degree in general studies and his coveted honorary tie, Leggett is now a college graduate, an achiever.
He wanted the first Leggett to get a degree. Yes. The second to attend college.
He was a part of the Honore program. He mentored little kids. He mentored his own brother. And I was sitting next to a lady in church that was telling me how he even accepted Christ over the summer and saw witnessing to the people and bringing the Bible to church every day.
A short-lived life with challenges and difficulties and a tremendous impact. A destiny fulfilled. On your side, Latanya Norton, WDSU News.
Now, the reception for Leggett was held at the University Center at SUNO. A memorial fund has been set up in Leggett's name to help get resources to students in need.